First things first is Tesla, in fact. Now, the last 4 quarters in a row, Tesla has beat earnings expectations because, as I have put it, analysts were smoking something. And they were completely out of touch with Tesla. Their earnings expectations for Tesla over the last 4 quarters were so far off, it was ridiculous. This time around, I think they're finally catching on. But I still think that they're a little bit conservative. Estimated earnings per share on Tesla on Wednesday after hours is at 56 cents. And I think that they actually still beat this. We've seen that Tesla has this expectation by the end of the year to sell 500,000 cars. I think they actually get to that point. It's actually given us a little bit of a gift on Friday, coming down to its support around $435 a share. And I think that we see a wild week leading up to earnings on Wednesday for Tesla. It's going to be pretty amazing to just see how this all reacts. And I mean, this has been reacting a little bit to the market overall because there hasn't been a catalyst for Tesla. But leading up to Wednesday, I think there's going to be a lot of investors that are not going to want to be out of this stock going into earnings.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the hype train's going to be real on this one.
Yes.
We're exciting for earnings. You know, I think people are definitely late to the game. Isn't that how it always is with the analysts?
Yeah.
They're late to the game.
Some of the upgrades are just cracking me up. When you see Tesla upgrades that are like, oh, we're going from 225 to 275. And it's like, bro, it's at 450. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, outside of Cathie Wood, everybody loves some Cathie Wood. It's the analysts have been a little bit hesitant as far as Tesla's concerned, but it does feel like they know now the hype is real. But I mean, we already know that Tesla's going to be doubling capacity.
Yeah.
And so like that's only going to increase. And we've mentioned how we're astonished how quickly that they can build these freaking these factories.
Yeah.
Right. And so they're just going to continue to widen their lead. Their factories are going to continue to increase production. We're going to talk about the 500,000 vehicle number. But next year, it's going to be interesting what number they put out. I mean, can they double that? Can they do 1 million next year?
Well, and that's an interesting topic that you bring up because, I mean, we've talked about how they've been smashing expectations all the while during a pandemic. While, production was otherwise throttled, because imagine if everything was fine and we didn't have to worry about the Rona, if they didn't have to worry about any of that, where would Tesla be by the end of the year this year? So I think that 2021 could be a huge year for the company, especially as we start getting things back to quote unquote normal.
2021, 2022.
Yeah.
It is astonishing how they've powered through this pandemic like it was nothing. So I think we forget that. I forget that until you just said it.
Yeah.
But how they're operating. And again, to the point many make is it's not a traditional car company. Tesla is a monster. It's a tech company. It's just something different. It's maybe in its own category, but the good news is most of us are in Tesla, should be in Tesla if you're not, but now we have to answer the question, what are we going to expect from earnings this week, Wednesday after hours? And shameless plug for our Wednesday live stream. We're going live for the earnings reaction. But what should we expect? What are we looking for? How do we play earnings? So what are your thoughts on that, Brad?
So, as I said, I think that analysts are still really conservative on Tesla. We've already heard about record sales again this past quarter. So that just kind of gives us a little bit of a sneak peek. But I think one thing that everybody keeps forgetting about too is the solar side of things. And you brought this up about how Tesla is a tech company, and it's like, they're not just a car company. They're about to blow away the automotive industry, but they're also about to blow away the energy industry as well. And we've already seen about how solar energy has just taken absolutely off over the past couple of weeks. We saw some of the ETFs going crazy, as well as some of the high-powered, very reputable companies as it relates to solar just going off the rails. And everybody's sleeping on Tesla as far as that's concerned, unless you're an investor of Tesla and you know the company very well. So you combine that with the record auto sales, and I think that this spells a huge recipe for a really nice move up. So 56 cents a share, I think, is conservative. I would like to see, and I think that we do see around 67 cents a share for Tesla this time around.
Oh, that's good. So in honor of our dear friend Steve King.
Yeah, so we're going to go with 69 cents a share is what Fat Man Zoom's expectations were on that. So if you guys want to tune in and get our live reaction on that, then be sure to tune in here. Hit the subscribe button and tune in live with us and get our live reaction on Wednesday. We'll be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern time, sticking around and watching those earnings go through on Wednesday, and we will see what happens.